I now request our guest of honor, Mr. John Francis, Associate Director, Ernst & Young, India, to kindly share his thoughts with the students. Sir, please.
Good morning, all. My greetings and wishes to His Excellency Dr. S.C. Jamir, Honorable Governor of Odisha, Chancellor of this university. Really pleasure sharing my pleasantries also with Dr. Pandey, Dr. Nayak, and the entire faculty and students. I come here on a couple of missions. One, to speak to you about the changes that are happening in a VUCA world, and also think how we have to equip ourselves in terms of talent, what are the opportunities in front of us, and how can we necessarily tap into those opportunities that we have in hand. So first of all, just taking a moment to reflect upon the kind of VUCA world that we are living in. Social media defining political results. World wars that could be possible because of water. Driverless cars and getting used to it. Robots doing microsurgeries in this age. And cyber ransom not in dollars, not in pounds, but in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. That's the world we are right now in. So it's actually giving birth to some real but differentiated market forces. For example, data is the next oil. You press the brake on your car, it actually transmits signals to your insurer on what is the premium that you have to pay. Uber at this point in time is experimenting in London. Use Uber for free, but use their internet while you are in an Uber car. That's all they need. You don't have to pay money for it. Digital disruptions are evolving from SMAC, social, mobile, analytics, and cloud, into disruptive technologies like blockchain, artificial intelligence, IoT, 3D printing. And now we are also talking about convergence of these digital technologies. This is also bringing forward certain select social imbalances in our society. Social imbalances like automation, job losses. 1 out of 4 IT jobs will not be there by 2021. It is actually decreasing at 14% per annum, right from 2016. And at the same time, concepts of that we've probably not heard about in the last 5 years. Universal basic income. Any job that is being automated, the organization has to pay a tax to the government, which will become a fund, and from there, universal basic incomes could be shared to people who lose their jobs. And of course, natural concepts like motherhood is being challenged with artificial womb at this point in time. That's the world we are. And this is also evolving into certain new business models. For example, Uber, very asset light. Uber never owns a single car. Blockchain as a technology, not only for Bitcoin, but for supply chain management and healthcare. Manufacturing 4.0 together with 3D printing and IoT, you can make heavy level of customizations right from the ice cream you want to have to the shoes that you wear, and also houses. 5 houses in 10 hours through 3D printing. This is happening. This is a real case in China at this point in time. Apart from this new business model, we are also seeing translations of new genre of competition. Absolutely new genre of competition. I'll give you a very classic example. Everybody has heard the name Tesla. You've heard of it, Tesla? Last 1 week back, they overtook in market valuation a 100-year-old company called Ford. They were incepted in 2007, 51 billion market valuation, and Ford is only 44. And the other side of it is Tesla has sold in 2006 only 76,000 cars, Well, Ford sold 6.6 million cars. What is this competition all about? Where is it actually transforming? I want to also quote another example of a company called Instacart. Instacart in 2012 made a revenue of 1 million. 2013 they made 10 million. 2014 they were 100 million. Growing at 100 times every 10 times, 10x, exponentially, but not by percentage. Now, I used to believe in the age-old concept of Darwin. It's not the fastest or the strongest that will survive. It will be the most adaptable. And I believed it 5 years back, though also for organizations and corporates. But in today's world, you got to be all three. You got to be the fastest, you got to be the strongest, and you have to be the most adaptable. Fastest in the sense that accessibility to market using the internet, where you know what could be done with the data. Strongest, using the right kind of business model, using the right kind of strategies to beat competition and for market penetration. And most importantly, for adaptability, choosing the right new channels, new partners, thinking about a flexi or contingent workforce model. Even virtual consulting, Microsoft acquired LinkedIn. They can even beat probably a big four because of a virtual consulting space that they can play in, where we have to be careful that they don't disrupt us. And towards the last part of my address, I want to see, and I want to ask each one of us to actually contemplate, because are we ready? This is a critical juncture in your careers, in your aspiration, and are we ready for not just to consume these technologies and digital disruptions, but to contribute? We all use Facebook, we are consumers. Are we able to present ourselves to use or to contribute in how Facebook or any other new digital disruptions are taking on this world? That's where we have to see our aspiration. I would require 3 things that I want you to probably hold close to your heart as you get or commence your BBA today. First one is true passion. Introspect what exactly you want to do. Don't do it for your parents. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself. Do I have the passion for it? Next thing is the ability and willingness. Are you ready to upscale and develop your capabilities and competencies that you will be industry ready? Are you ready to take on additional capabilities, to take on a job for a leapfrog? And finally, the objective. How can my capabilities, my passion, converge for a social and national cause to make our country great? So I just want all of us to believe, all of you to believe, realize and do. The world is your playground, nothing less. Thank you all. Jai Hind. God bless.